Hi, it's Phil at Elevenshares. This video is going to be about how to pick, or how we pick, investments. So if you just look at our standard page, our UK share finder page, this will give you our share rankings and scorings. And why would you buy one of these? Why wouldn't you buy one of these? It's completely up to you. It's completely your research. We're just trying to supplement that with some easier ways to filter and show you shares that are possibly worth investing in. So what are you looking at here? Would you just go and buy our number one ranked share? Now, we've done that in the past. We've bought the top 11 and they've performed well. If they've dropped out then of the top 300, we've sold and rebought the next highest. It worked well for us. I think we did it in 2020 and we got a return of about 30% in the year. But we've kind of refined our own investment strategy from this and seen successes in other areas. And this has come from some of the other scoring that we've done based on trading and based on buying at better pricing. So if we were to just take our number one pick here, Foresight Group Holdings, FSG, it's got a share score of 100%, but you can see here, these are low scores and this is a high score. Now this trading range is kind of the equivalent of Bollinger Bands or an ATR range, so it's relatively high within its trading range and it's very low on reversal scores and in-trend pullback scores. So I know without clicking through onto this, this will be near the top of its trading range, it will be near its highest price for a long time, and it will be performing relatively well. So if I click through, you'll be able to see near its peak, obviously started to range at this price here. So not necessarily the best time to buy, but not a bad time to buy. We still say that our rankings are filtering out shares that have got growth potential, so this could still go on, but not necessarily the quickest turnaround of profit from buying at this point now. So would you buy it? Potentially yes for long term, potentially no for short term. Just so you know, within Elevenshares now, because we're obviously linked with TradingView, if you've got a TradingView account, you can just click down here. So if you wanted to do some further analysis within this, this will pull up your logged in TradingView and you can just go to your more detailed chart and do a bit of analysis, whether it be for a trade or whether it be for an investment. Obviously that's fairly busy from my side of things, but this will tell me whether I do want to buy, whether I don't. Currently this is red down here, which would potentially say don't buy at the moment. There's a volume shelf slightly higher or where we're at, so it's obviously ranging there. It's dropping on RSI and looks like turning down on stochastic, so potentially this could drop further. Maybe not the best time to buy, but that's something you can look at and that's something you can analyse whilst you're within Elevenshares. So to come back to Foresight Group here, potentially we don't want to buy that. What we do want to find is something that's maybe in a little better position price wise, a little bit more value for us. So I'll look down here now. I don't really tend to use the trading range unless they're at extremes. You could potentially look at this reversal score. It'll tell you where your price has dropped off a bit, so there's an opportunity there to get in at a better price. And I know from a couple that I've looked at that Keyword Studios is one of interest. So trading range here is 8%. That means it's at the lower end of its Bollinger Band or ATR range, so I don't need to click through to see it. It's relatively high scoring in the in-trend pullback score. So if I click through to this now, I know it'll have dropped off recently. And through we go, and you can see that it's started to come down. Now I'd want to do a bit more analysis on this. I could look at the business, I could go over some of the financials, I could then click through to my trading view and see what I think for a slightly longer term or shorter term view, and then I can make a decision on whether I want to buy at this point or whether this is still not quite the right time for me to buy. So this is quite interesting because obviously this price here has dropped significantly on its last trading day. This blue bar here shows that there's a shelf of volume there which could act as support. So where it's dropped through here, potentially on Monday this could bounce back to its range of support there at this level. and we could bounce back. It's obviously dropping off in stochastic. We may want that to turn up, and it's obviously red telling me not to buy at this point now. This would probably be one that I'd stick on my watch list. Hope for a slight turnaround next week, and if it does turn around slightly, obviously you can see the 50 moving average is still moving up, the 200's now moving up. This could be one that will bounce off a certain level and get back above this 50 moving average. It's high ranked in 11 shares, so we know it's fundamentally good, and this obviously is in our portfolio at the moment but not performing well. It could be getting cut, but if I hadn't bought, now would be more the time that I'm looking to buy it. So if I was looking to replace it, I'd do a similar kind of walkthrough and have a look at some of the shares maybe in the top 50, top 100 that have pulled back significantly but are now better opportunities to buy and could potentially bounce back. So that's it. If any questions come up, please send them across via email or get in touch via the website. Thank you.